is meant for an adult audience. Loveline may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Loveline, coast to coast.
Hey, it is Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Who?
Relax.
Dr. Drew. He's joined us in the Loveline studios. He's back once again. What'd you do, go off to college?
Yeah, I was with Michael Jackson in Carnegie Hall last night.
Oh, I see.
You must know.
Playing his nose? What were you doing there?
No, I was strung a little too tight. No, we were doing a charity called Heal the Children. It's actually a noble cause, and your friend Judith Regan was there with me, as a matter of fact.
She's a dynamite, colossal bitch.
Oh, relax.
Screw her.
I had a nice time with her.
Screw that Judith Regan and her crappy cable
Johnny
show.
Johnny Cochran was there.
Another fantastic individual.
Rabbi Shmuley.
Rabbi Shmuley's good. Johnny and Judith I'll see in hell.
Okay.
And they'll be there long before I am. Phone number, 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number, 310-840-4051. Dr. Drew, still a board-certified physician.
Yeah.
Addiction medicine specialist. And gadabout town. He likes to be seen with all the big celebrities. Not yours truly, though. Allison, tonight, by the way, we're talking about Temptation Island, which, of course, airs Wednesday nights at 9 o'clock on the fabulous Fox. We have Allison and Dano both here, both singles. Now, I'm reading the little breakdown. I have been watching the show. I think I have seen every episode.
Really?
Well, there's only been like 5, right?
Yeah. No, I didn't realize you were...
Lean up on the mic there, kiddies. Has there been... how many have aired? 5?
5.
Yes, I have seen... Well, let's see. The show starts at 9.
Mark Wahlberg was with me last night. Speaking of Temptation Island.
Mark Wahlberg what?
Mark L. Wahlberg.
Mark L. Wahlberg. Oh. And he'll be in here next week.
Right.
But the show a half hour or an hour?
1 hour.
Okay, that's where I'm getting screwed. Because... I can only watch from 9 to 9:30, and then I have to leave for this gig. So I've been missing the
best part.
The pivotal half hour. Allison is the 28-year-old physician, former Playboy model.
Whoa, hey.
Allison is one of the singles on the island, and Dano is a 25-year-old professional motocross racer. Now, Allison, you were chosen to go. You were picked by Kaya to go on, or Kaya to go on the. It's Kaya, right?
You're David. Yeah, Kaya.
Yeah, to go on the final date, right?
Yeah.
And Dano, your future is still unknown at this point?
We're still unknown here, man. I'm hanging on by a limb.
You're both still on the island now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I got that.
In our own heads, but...
Dano, did the collarbone fracture, the clavicle fracture occur on the island, or is this...
After, I was just practicing on my Yamaha YZ250 and just kind of wadded it up.
I guess he's on the Yamaha team.
Yeah, good plug.
Yeah.
And yeah, I did see Dano at the Supercross race, although I'd forgotten all about it, but I could have been drunk.
Yeah, we could have. We were at the premiere for Showtime's movie, so... Jeremy McGrath?
Oh, I was definitely drunk.
Yeah,
definitely drunk by then, because I could have been drunk at 7:30, 8 o'clock, but by the time the Jeremy McGrath Steel Roots 3 movie hit about midnight, 12:30.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I was...
You're hallucinating.
It probably was at that point. All right, so this is obviously the breakout hit of the season. I mean, hands down, right?
Yeah.
No competition here. Did you... I'm going to ask if you ever thought it would be this big.
I had no idea. I had no idea what I was getting into.
I didn't either. When I don't know about Allison, but I know when I signed up for the show and they told me about it, I had no idea where we were going to go or anything till like 2 or 3 days before.
Right.
And I never even heard of Belize. I was like going, what?
Wow.
And
I looked it up, and I did some research.
And since the show obviously had never hit the air, you just assume it'd be one of the many that didn't go over that well in the new lineup, right?
Yeah.
And when you were doing the show, was there any sense that, hey, we may be on to something here?
I thought it was going to be huge, because when I saw the crew and the amount, I think they had like
150 or crew people. I had no... I was in Philadelphia, so I didn't know this was a huge thing at all.
Well, we didn't know until we were there, and we saw how much work they were putting into it, and we saw all the people and just the time and energy. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, all the cameras and...
I heard the whole thing was shot in 11 days. Is that true?
Yeah,
total.
yeah, almost, yeah, just
Wow,
over 2 weeks.
that's
so.
incredible.
Yeah, that is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, talk about bang for your buck.
Yeah,
I beg
they
your pardon.
filmed us.
Talk about talk about pop for your buck. I don't know. I'm sorry, Dan.
They filmed like probably 100 hours of footage, they said, every day. And then they got to do it to 6 episodes. It's like basically 45 minutes. You count out the commercials and stuff or whatever. And those dang bonfire scenes taken away from all of our fun stuff we were doing.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, the show is very, very compelling, I guess, to most of the nation, and I think would be considered a guilty pleasure for a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people watch. They may not be proud of themselves, but they're watching. And I mean, it's. I guess I guess we live in a nation of voyeurs, and everyone is tuning in to find out what is going on. Drew, voyeur is a French word.
Yes.
What's that mean?
People that watch.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's take some calls now. You guys weren't on last night.
Right?
Nope.
That
Smart.
Barbara chick was
Whoever
Whoever.
was representing.
Let me tell you, she's a flash in the pan, this Streisand.
I know.
Here and
Like,
gone.
yeah.
Enjoy your 15 minutes, honey. It's going to be over soon, right, Drew? Right. All right. And what the hell were you doing with
You
Michael
probably know
Jackson?
Barbara.
I was speaking in Carnegie Hall.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you sing?
No, but Mark Wahlberg did. He goes,
Really?
He goes, you'll have to excuse me, allow me. And he sang a tap dance.
Wow.
No
Because
way.
he'd always dreamt of
He
it.
always did it, yeah. He and his wife had a joke that one day he'd sing and dance in Carnegie Hall.
And you met Michael Jackson.
I met him.
Is he as scary in person as he comes across on television?
Yeah.
Yes. And how about, did you shake his hand?
Yeah,
Were you
I
allowed to
got-
touch
I
him?
got hugged by him.
Oh, you got hugged.
Whoa.
What was it like, hugging a coat rack? What did it feel like?
An ice sculpture.
Oh, maybe. That's
I
worse than a
actually-
coat rack.
No, I actually, he's trying to do something worthwhile. I mean, yeah, he's trying to make something out of his fame, and God bless him for that. But the depth of his
Plastic surgery.
his isolation,
Yes.
is just palpable. It's
Well.
just, wow.
He could be the next Black Howard Hughes. Thank you. All right, let's talk to, do you know what that name is, Drew?
Lotto?
Lado?
Lado?
Yeah?
What's your name?
Lotto?
Lotto.
Lado. You're 14.
Yeah.
What's up, Lotto?
What's up?
Hey.
Hey.
All right. See you, Lotto.
Oh.
He's just goofing around.
Yeah, we didn't hit the jackpot with that Lotto. Nicole?
Yeah.
Jackass. You're 19. What's up?
I have a problem with dating like really mean guys.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. Do you listen to the show?
Yes, I do.
So you know the line of questioning we're going to go down, right?
Right. And yeah, I know.
Why don't you fill us in?
Okay. First of all, I'm 19 years old. I have a 2.5-year-old boy. I've already been married for 3 years.
Yeah, but you know the kind of questions I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah. I was molested for 5 years.
All right.
The last time it happened, I was raped.
Okay.
I went through counseling for a year, and like that part doesn't bother me at all anymore.
Stop for a second. Counseling for the rape?
Yes, for everything.
No. I mean, listen, Nicole, years of counseling might help you with everything. A year might help you with the trauma of the rape, but that isn't. A year of work is not going to really do much for all that.
Well, they have like a Cliff Notes for counseling?
No, there's no Cliff Notes.
No. All right, no crash
Were
course.
you put any medication or anything?
No.
Okay.
No.
So that's a long-term proposition.
Who
See,
molested
it
you?
happened. I'm 19. The last time it happened, I was 12.
Who did it?
It was my stepdad.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right.
My mom's been married 4 times.
All right, she's a lovely, lovely lady, I'm sure.
Bringing wolves into the chicken coop.
Nice. All right, so what was your point about the last time you were molested? You were 12.
Yeah, well, that's when I was raped.
But why do you bring that up? Why do you keep saying
Well,
the last
because
time?
I can talk about it openly. It doesn't bother me anymore that, like, you know, that actually happened to me. I don't guilt myself about it, like, oh, why me and why this?
Good, but it's good. But it absolutely has a profound effect on your development and on how you're put together emotionally. And you're seeing that sort of being played out in your interpersonal choices.
You doing that math, Nicole?
You understand what I'm saying?
Or is your head spinning around like Exorcist?
That the reason you're picking bad guys is you still have some leftover let's just call it chaos about how you perceive yourself in the context of a relationship with another person.
See, I've only been in like 3 really serious relationships.
No, but you got pregnant at 16,
Right,
and the relationship's
yeah,
been with bad
15.
guys by your own choice, and you're picking bad guys. Just think of it in terms of you trying to solve those problems of childhood. You're picking those same guys that victimized you in the first place and trying to make that okay. But victimizers don't change.
Well, see, I'm seeing this guy now, and so far we've been dating for about 3 months. And so far, he's just like everything I want, and that's why I'm scared because I don't want to move any further into the relationship. But he just he's never once been mean to me or anything. He's just like this totally cool guy.
Wouldn't you agree, Adam, if she's doesn't feel like going into the relationship, she's not attracted?
Yeah, he probably is a good. You're attracted?
He is a good guy.
I'm sorry?
Well, listen, you have a very unfortunate catch-22 to deal with here. And I don't want to damn you, but here goes. If you're super attracted to the guy and you want to move forward with him, he's probably an a-hole who's going to molest your child.
Right.
If you're not attracted to the guy,
Say that.
No, listen.
if you're not attracted to him, he's probably a nice guy who you're not ready to tolerate at this
you
point.
can't tolerate that intimacy with somebody that really is truly available to you.
Okay.
Okay?
So
just listen to what's going on.
So what's she going to do?
If she's resistant to going on, go on.
Okay.
If she's totally into this guy, your reasons to hold back are justified. And in either case, get some more therapy.
Well, listen, everyone, you just treat dating like a diet. Here's the way you do with the diet. The food that tastes good, don't eat it. The food that tastes like crap, double down on that.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's good for you.
Yeah.
It's good for you because it is bad, right? And men are good for women like this who they cannot tolerate. You start dating tofu, not brisket. Brisket will kick your ass. Your kid.
Not chocolate chip cookies.
That's right. Chocolate chip cookies, good for a goosing on that kid, right?
Absolutely.
All right, write that down, Drew. That's what you
Chocolate chip cookies good for goosing on kids. Got it.
Gina?
Dr. Drew?
Yeah, Gina.
Adam? Hi.
Hi, say hi to Alison and Dano, by the way, from Temptation Island.
Hi, Alison and Dano, but I don't have a television, so I don't watch TV.
Oh, what's up with that? Go over to a friend's house. Come on.
It's good dating advice.
No, I'm having a friend record Temptation Island and Survivor for me. But no, I don't have a TV just because I'm not into it. I just read.
There you go.
Here's my question. For New Year's Eve, I went out to this club, and I think that I was drugged. I'm sure I was drugged. I only had 2 drinks, and then I got hot. I went outside, and then I fainted, convulsed on the floor outside the club.
Oh, boy.
And a friend of mine just met this guy. He picked me up. He kept me standing. The paramedics came. They looked at my eyes. They thought, you have had either ecstasy or LSD.
Wait a minute. How were you standing if you were convulsing?
No, I convulsed on the floor. After I stopped doing that, they picked me up and were holding me upright.
I see.
And the paramedics happened to be next door to the club, and they came over and they looked in my eyes and asked me what my name was, and I was like hearing them, but I couldn't see and I couldn't talk.
How long did that last for?
About 30 to 40 minutes.
Then what? What was that? It was completely over after that?
And then I snapped out of it. Then someone got me a drink of water, and then I took a cab home. And I told the cabbie exactly where I lived. And
Alison, where are you training now? Where are you training?
Oh, I'm in Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. So, club drugs?
We don't see it a lot at the hospital I'm at. I'm not in the ER a whole lot. But that would be a weird drug. That was like a half an hour long.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
I don't know what that would be.
Did you have a seizure workup, Gina? Because maybe you just had a seizure. Maybe you were what's called postictal. Yeah.
Maybe you were dehydrated, too, at a couple drinks.
I wet my pants. Does that mean?
It means you had a seizure, but you should have gone to the hospital. This may have nothing to do with what you were ingesting. You may have just had a seizure.
Oh, but I'm completely healthy.
Yeah, that's the way seizures are, Gina.
Okay,
you need a seizure workup. I would not blame... Even GHB, which can cause seizures, will have you out for hours.
Really?
Yes.
And I don't understand it. I've never felt anything like it. And then...
you need to see a doctor tomorrow.
No, hey, Gina?
Yes.
Just keep ignoring the doctor's advice and
I
keep
won't.
playing the drugged card, and then go on until you have a seizure when you're driving somewhere.
Exactly.
Go off an overpass.
No, I love you, Dr. Drew. I will take your advice. I don't have health insurance, but I will take your advice.
All right, we'll go to a county facility. I don't think this has anything to do with what you ingested. At least that's going to be, after everything else has been ruled out, then we think about what you might have ingested, okay?
Okay, and also does it help that when I got home I was shivering?
Yeah, it's all part of having had a seizure. Did you vomit or anything?
And then my temperature was really low because I took it. It was like 95, 96.
it's
And the
seizure.
thermometer was not broken.
All
Seizure.
right.
Go to the
Yeah,
doctor.
Seizure.
And it's like, yes, the guy found you attractive enough to drug you and try to get in your pants. You satisfied? People are like so hell bent on being drugged. We've had a million of these calls. As these people call the show, it's like, yes, I'm an Asian dwarf. I drank a pony keg on an empty stomach. I think someone slipped something into the beer.
Right.
It's like, you drank a pony keg? Yeah. Then I did acrobatics. Yeah, and I felt lightheaded. I think I was drugged.
My friend told me actually last week when we watched The Temptation Island, and afterwards we went out to a party, and she's newly married, and she was hitting on guys, but she told me the next day she thought she was drugged. So
Really?
it's a good
To sort of
excuse.
explain her behavior.
I think I was, and I'm like, no, you just drank a lot.
Yeah, and by the way, most women especially, if you give them 2-3 highballs, they're going. Juice them up and go, as my buddy the Wheeze would say. Yes.
Newly
Allison-
married and juiced up and going is a little disturbing.
Yeah, she's a fine example for you. Allison, by the way, is first off, we have a lot of beautiful women coming in. No, we don't have that many beautiful women that come into
Hottest
this once.
doctor we've ever
yes,
seen.
once in a while, a beautiful woman comes into the studio. You always read on the resume some BS about she's a Stanford grad, she went to Harvard, she's pre-med, this or that. As soon as you talk to her for 10 seconds, you realize she went to junior college.
She applied to Harvard.
And applied to Harvard, and the guy wiped his ass with the application and sent it back in a manila envelope. But you are actually a doctor,
Yeah, I
which
actually
is
graduated.
yeah, and you're like a porn doctor.
Ooh.
That's
Just
a
imagine
compliment.
getting a little checkup
Well,
from this
coming
one
from you.
over here.
Yeah,
But see, men only come in once they're like really deathly ill, and so they're kind of really wrapped up in that, and they and I don't work in a bikini, so.
oh no,
No, I
they
wear,
changed that policy.
I wear the long white coat.
But during the summer, surely.
Oh well, if it's hot. I mean,
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Philadelphia's very muggy, that
Turn
part
your
of the
head and
country.
cough.
Marcus,
Yeah,
you're 19. What's up?
I have a problem. When I masturbate, I have like an orgasm, but I don't come.
What does that mean?
Are you on any medication?
Nothing exits your penis.
Nothing comes out of his penis.
Yeah.
Are you on any medication?
No.
You're not?
Uh-uh.
Had you been?
No.
Do you do drugs?
Not really.
What drugs are you doing?
I smoke pot once in a while.
Every day. So
Maybe he's having one of those retrograde ejaculations.
it sounds like he is. Do you masturbate a lot?
Yeah.
Like how often?
About 2 or 3 times a day.
That's not a lot.
Is that a lot for a guy?
No. Hell no.
It's a normal thing.
What do you call it a lot? Why are we passing judgment on it?
It's in the higher ranges, but not in to the point that it would like deplete his semen production completely.
You'd be in the middle of the pack of friends I have with that 2-3 a day.
Wouldn't you agree to get that evaluated? I mean, if he has
That's
retrograde
pretty odd.
ejaculation for no meds.
Does that make you gay if you come in yourself?
No, it doesn't, Adam.
You sure?
No.
I think it does.
No, I don't think
But
so.
in God's eyes. Maybe not in terms of the medical literature, but as far as
In
the
your
Almighty,
eyes. But the
I'm a mouthpiece for
Yes,
God,
yes.
as you know, and I say gay. That means gay. It's no different than someone putting it in you.
No.
You see what I'm saying?
it's semen going in no matter how you look
Even
at it. I
worse, you're doing
understand.
it to yourself. Think about it.
Yeah, thanks, Adam.
Try holding it off. Go
Right,
longer.
do the math. Yeah, what do you think would happen if he just...
Waited 3 days.
By the way, if
That's what
nothing-
I think you ought to try myself.
Yeah.
If nothing's coming out, why 2-3 times a
He's
day?
having the
wild dude.
experience. He's having the feeling.
Right.
Let his girl do it.
I don't know. I don't know if I would fix that. It's like a smokeless cigarette or something. It's nice.
Can't get anyone pregnant that way. Well, he's
Who knows?
not getting any.
But he could jack off like in the car. He could jack off in the all those inappropriate places where it's messy and you can
Under
go,
his desk at work.
God knows. I go through $400 or $500 worth of paper towels each month. Think of how much this guy's saving. It's not a bad angle. Adam. Caller Adam. Yes, you're 26. What's up?
Oh, well, I have this thing. All right, I'm pretty good looking,
Oh.
and I go up to women, and I'll ask them for their number, and they'll be all receptive and everything, and then I just won't call them. I'll just get lazy and just, won't call them. Then a couple weeks later, I'll think about it, and then by that time, I figure it's too late, so I don't even try.
Are you gay?
No.
What's your question?
It's a great strategy.
Yeah,
by the way.
what is your question?
Yeah.
Well, that's my question is, I mean, why, what would make a person do something like that? I mean, I don't understand why I'm doing
Smoking
that.
too much
And these are
pot.
hot women?
I'm sorry?
These women are attractive?
Oh yeah, they're pretty attractive.
No,
Yeah.
they're not.
Pretty attractive. Good looking.
Look, if a really hot chick gave Adam the number and he didn't call in 2 weeks, they'd kill themselves.
Hey,
Now listen to me.
They had good personalities.
Listen, you need to call. That's what you need to do. Are you smoking a lot of weed?
Yeah. That's what does this, Adam.
It's taking some of the wind out of your cell.
Yeah, you smoke weed. Weed blocks the ability to go from a thought and intention to an action. It blocks that when you smoke a lot of it, which I suspect you do.
No, not a lot.
Well, you smoking every day?
No.
Every other day?
Probably once or twice a month.
No, that's not it. Are you drinking a lot?
A couple times a week.
A couple times a week.
What are you scared of? Intimacy? You don't want to get close to someone and have it break off?
Penis syndrome.
Are you depressed? Something is blocking your motivation.
I have bouts of it, I guess.
But you don't feel as though you're constantly depressed.
No. I'm pretty upbeat most of the time.
All right. Well, then, good. We've checked everything off the list. Just call next time, all right?
All right. Well,
all right. Thank you. Listen, everybody. There's a lot of problems that we talk about here every night that need attention. They need counseling, they need therapy, they need medical attention, they need medication. And then there's others where the solution is just doing it. You know what I mean?
The solution's in the question.
It's like saying, I want to exercise, I never do, I'm getting overweight, I don't feel very good, I don't feel strong, I don't feel virile.
I have a treadmill at the gym downstairs.
Right. Okay, get on the goddamn thing. What do you want me to do? Go over there and strap you to it? Hey, something I wanted to ask Alison and Dano, but especially Alison, because now are you guys aren't dating or anything like that, right? No? Yes?
No. I'm in Philadelphia. He's in L.A. So
right.
He would have to have an incredibly
long penis.
Yeah. No, I'm not here.
No.
Yeah.
Dano's penis could probably get to Iowa, but I don't know if we get all the way to the East Coast. Yeah. Yeah, and then someone like back over it in a pickup truck and have to scurry back. So now you were single when you were on the island, obviously. Were you really single?
I was really single.
You're really single.
Really single.
And now are you dating?
I date.
You date, but you don't have a steady guy.
No.
But is there one guy who you're seeing exclusively?
No.
I don't want to ask you out, so tell me the truth. I mean, I'm not getting at that, but what I'm saying is do you have to watch Temptation Island with the guy who's interested in you now?
You wanted to tell
me. That's a tame question.
Seeing you slip away to the sex hut and freak out on you.
Yeah, I watch with someone. I watch with a whole group of friends, but...
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But isn't it weird for the guy who you're kind of dating, who likes you, to see you...
And Kaya's hot. Oh,
yeah. Ooh, that date's great.
His shorts and his little tank tops.
Yeah, his shorts were short.
That patchouli oil's great. Rub some on my shoulders. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
Isn't that a little freaky for the guy?
Yeah.
Dano,
definitely.
You have a woman in your life?
No.
He's gay.
I'm just hanging out, dating.
You married?
Same thing.
Married to your motorcycle?
Yeah, pretty much. Right now, I got a lot of time, so
nailing some
chilling.
Pit girls every once in a while.
I'm not into the pro hoes. To tell you the truth.
I understand.
Really.
I know. When I was on the circuit, my team warned me to stay away from those girls too. When I was riding Bull Taco mid-70s.
Hey, my dad rode those.
Oh yeah, I remember him from the tour. We'll take ourselves a little break. We'll talk a little more about Temptation Island. Take more of your calls after this. Mark Wahlberg from Temptation Island, the host of Temptation Island, who we're glad to see bounce back and land on his feet after doing a warm-up for Win Ben Stein's Money. It was the last place I saw him, so I'm glad he's back with a hit under his belt. Is going to be in next week. Drew, what are you pointing to?
Trying to get Ant's attention.
All righty there.
Everything distracts you. So.
Well, no, I thought you were pointing at the list of names I was reading off there. Bob Guccione Jr. is going to be up here later. Shaggy, who's Drew's favorite, right?
Absolutely.
And Henry Rollins, who's a friend of the show, will be up here later on. Alison and Dan are both here from Temptation Island. Wednesday nights, 9 o'clock on Fox, like I need to tell you. Allison's a 28-year-old physician, former Playboy model. Now, what does that mean?
I don't know how they came up with that, like my little descriptor, but it was one picture in Playboy.
What was it? Chicks with a brain, or
it was Women of the Ivy League issue when I was in medical school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What school did you go to?
University of Pennsylvania.
I don't know that one. Drew, is that Ivy League?
You spoke there.
Oh, yeah. Briefly.
Never?
I only spoke there for a couple hours.
It wasn't such a fun place. I went to Penn State for college. That was a lot more fun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the what I used to call the nifty lions when I was a young person, because Nipney doesn't make any sense at all, or Nittany when you're 9 years old, so you just tweak it to be the nifty lions, which is not a bad name for a team. Dano is also here. He's a 25-year-old professional motocross rider. Rides for Yamaha.
Yeah, Yamaha helps me out with bikes, Edney shoes, DVA clothes, Quicksilver, Bubble Machine. There's a bunch of them. They all help me out. Dragon Eyewear.
What's a Bubble Machine?
It's a friend of mine that helps me out, pays for a lot of the expenses.
Yeah, I'm hip to the sponsorship.
He owns, I know, I like it too.
But what is Bubble Machine?
It's a car wash. He owns like 5 of them.
The coin-op kinds?
Yeah, just kind of go up and...
Yeah, but you know what I always thought would be...
Everybody gets a kick out of that one.
A bad crib would be the apartment above the coin-op car wash. You ever see that little 200-square-foot little job? It always seems to be above the coin.
I thought it was just where they manage the gas station.
I've seen some that are actually like little single apartments.
Whoa.
Yeah, chicks got to be impressed when you bring her back to the coin-op. Yeah, how about coming up my little love nest up here, my dear?
Like a John Waters film.
You got 50 cents for the vacuum? I can really show you a good time. All right, we will hop on the phones and speak to Ann, who's 25. Ann?
Hi.
What's up?
Well, I got married a few months ago, and my husband, we waited to have sex until we were married, and he's got a penis that curves downward considerably.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes intercourse very painful, and sometimes it's difficult for him to reach climax.
Because it's so uncomfortable for you?
He has difficulty sometimes reaching climax when he would masturbate, and it is uncomfortable for me. He's been to a urologist. I have been to my OBGYN.
What does the urologist tell him?
They told him basically he needs surgery in order to make it comfortable for me. But they also said that there are many risk factors involved in the surgery.
It also shortens the penis.
It does?
Uh-huh.
Oh, not that much.
And did they tell him to take vitamin E?
No, but we read that online.
Yeah, take about 800 units of vitamin E a day. That can help if this is really that Peyronie's
Now,
type
this
thing.
isn't something that's recent. It's something he's...
I know.
Right. Now, let me ask a question. Something I've always wanted to know. When he went to the urologist, did he have to pop a boner, as we say in the medical medical world?
He told the doctor, I cannot get an erection in your office.
Did the doctor want to get him?
No, I don't believe. The doctor asked me to leave during the examination part, and he was out the door in a few minutes, my husband was, and said, we have to make a delivery tomorrow. And I thought they meant a specimen, and I asked him where his cup was, and he said, no, we need to get the digital camera out.
Nice. Sure, that'll show up on the internet in a couple of weeks.
That's what I was worried about.
It's not Dr. Marcella's giving it to
punch up oddities of nature. Let's see if we can find her husband's Johnson.
Oh, no.
All right, so that's how it worked. He gets the boner, you take the picture, and then you take it in.
Yes, and we dropped it off, and
now, does he sign it or just hand it to him?
I told him to put his name on the top.
Yeah, that's nice. Sure, with love, best regards, that kind of stuff. Keep up the great work, Doc.
There too, so he would call, but he didn't do that.
You're number one.
So, Ann, it seems like the urologist was not so concerned with his function.
Well, right, but
yours.
We just don't understand. Maybe 1 out of every 5 times he's capable of reaching climax, but it's hard.
Drew, I thought bending up would be good for the ladies, but you said the vagina goes that way anyway.
Well, it kind of goes down that direction.
He bends down.
Bending up can stimulate more because that's where all the tissue is.
He bends down a lot.
That's my move.
But I think he's bending. He's like.
He bends down a lot. Is it ever poked out of your ass, Ann?
No.
Seriously.
No.
Seriously, it hasn't.
Now, be honest. Come on.
No, it's never done that.
See.
Isn't it like a banana, Ann?
How much like a banana is it?
Yeah.
Probably worse.
It doesn't start curving right at the base. It curves maybe after about an inch. It starts to curve downwards.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not like the St. Louis Arch.
No.
It dips.
No, but it curves considerably, and
wow.
it's not comfortable.
Is this a complication of his circumcision, do they think?
He's not circumcised.
Okay,
wow.
That's
one funky-looking dork there. Let me say it right now. I'd like to see that picture. All right.
It's a nice picture.
Yeah. Hey, Ann?
Yes.
Well, he's got to take his vitamin E.
And it sounds like you ought to follow through and take recommendations and.
Well, they were talking about infertility after that, and about becoming impotent.
Oh, after the surgery.
Yeah,
so they weren't recommending.
Those are risk factors they're talking about. I have not heard anything about the shortening.
But they aren't suggesting, urging you to do the surgery. They're just saying this is a solution.
He's just looked at a picture, and my doctor suggested different positions, but we tried it, and he hits my bladder, or he's hitting things, and it's it's causing.
It's been a dream of mine to hit something. My penis.
Even the vagina.
Yeah, I miss the vagina sometimes. I did hit the refrigerator door once when I got hungry right after a session with myself. That's different. Hey, Ann.
Yes.
Yeah, no quick fix for this one.
We have no.
What?
Yeah, well, but except encourage her to keep working on this.
Take the vitamin E.
And try.
Find the position.
Well,
freeze some sperm.
And I'll tell you, in terms
him reaching climax, it's like.
Well, if it's truly Peyronie's, oftentimes there is discomfort and difficulty with climax. However, it just sounds like both of you are so uptight and so anxious about this. My God. How is anybody going to function normally when you're this freaked out?
Why is the climax painful as opposed to urination? Is there an answer to this question? Do you know what I'm saying? Is it the viscosity of what goes through the urethra?
No, it's the function. In other words, with I'm not sure I can answer it accurately, but it's erectile function combined with a spinal reflex. Urination's a totally different thing.
But what I'm saying is why is it painful simply because the penis is bent? Or is that the genesis of the pain with the Peyronie's? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't.
How else?
I don't understand. He actually has pain, or she's in pain, and he
they both have pain. Even the neighbors asked her.
She was a little unclear about it, but yeah.
No. He has a painful
and a difficulty even by himself having ejaculation.
Right. Right. Now, why is it painful to him?
I don't know.
You know what I'm
saying?
saying?
It's not Cordy's when it just bends, but there's no problem. Right.
All right. All right. True. Let's get an answer on that one, would you, buddy? Ask your new best friend, Michael Jackson, what he thinks about the Peyronie. Doesn't he have a bent penis, or has he got a mark on it?
I didn't ask.
Something about his penis has been described. Quentin has the bent penis. Right. Michael has the mole on his penis.
Nice. Thank you for making note of all that, Adam.
Tricia?
Yeah.
Being abreast of pop culture.
You're 25.
Yes. Well, my question is, okay, I have this guy that just proposed to me, and just last couple days ago, I found him masturbating with my mattresses. He had this, plastic bag full of lotion, and he was, going out, going at it. And
that's a Carolla.
It works. I've tried it before.
It's Carolla maneuver, Dano maneuver.
Yeah. Well, they do call that the Dano maneuver. It's like a motocross maneuver.
Wait, what was he masturbating with again?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Dan.
I've tried it before. You take two mattresses.
Well, mattress and box spring.
Yeah, mattress and box spring. And then you get a sandwich bag.
Right.
And then you
No way. You really did that?
Right.
You probably did.
There's no limit to the experimentation that guys do when it comes to masturbation.
You put a bologna sandwich in it.
Firm mattresses or...
No, just look at this girl's even more embarrassing than I am.
Bed or...
No, it's just like the box spring and then the mattress.
Dano's admitting it.
And
you can totally judge it. Yeah, tons of guys do this thing.
It's good.
You can totally judge it. You can push down on the mattress. You want it harder,
Yeah. What I'll do is...
It kind of scares me a little bit.
Yeah. Why wasn't he more careful with protecting you from this vision?
Yeah. How did you catch him?
Well, I came home from work a little bit early, and just a little surprised. I didn't expect to see that.
Well, know that guys do this a lot. It's normal.
It's called the Dano.
Why do you feel the need to do that whenever I'm going to be home?
Oh, boy.
Well, you're not pleasing them that good.
No, it's not that.
No, it's because she smells down there.
No, it's because that's what guys do. Even if you're having sex regularly, guys still masturbate.
You understand?
Yeah, you can't be offended by that.
Okay.
Hey, Tricia, if you're entering your marriage thinking that he masturbates as a substitute to being with you or because you're not satisfying him, it's going to be a long, uncomfortable marriage.
Okay.
You understand? And does he have any porno around the house?
No.
Not that you know of, right?
Yeah, of course he does.
No, not that I know of.
Believe me, this guy's raping the mattress. He's got a stash of porn somewhere too. It's the same guy.
Okay,
You know,
well,
it's not
at least it makes me feel
it's not like, well, sure, I rape a mattress now and again, but let's not go crazy with the porno. How dare you? How dare you?
My sensibilities.
Yeah, that's right. My delicate sensibilities. I don't agree with those pigs that read porno. Is there a mattress about I could rape? No. Listen.
What about other furniture?
Pillows. Guys
like
do pillows.
sofas?
I've raped an otherman. Beanbag chairs are good in a pinch.
Yeah.
Camping's tough. I had to rape an air mattress once. That was tough.
What about folding furniture? That would be dangerous.
No,
That's tough.
I think
Yeah.
guys do the pillow thing early. Would you
Pillow.
say? Yeah.
Yes, I've raped pillows. I've raped almost all furniture.
This is how pathetic. This is how driven men are by their biology.
I didn't ever know about furniture sex.
Yeah.
It's not sex.
Well,
That's the thing. It's just a release from it.
whatever you want to call it.
Yes, I actually raped the drain spout on a cooler once. That was a tight fit.
Vacuum cleaners?
I raped the vacuum cleaner. Then when it came up the dust buster.
I'm
thinking of what else?
Whoa.
Do you ever see? In an ER once, I did see a guy with it was like degloved.
Tell him what that means.
The skin was like it was like this thing hanging on the end of his penis, and we're like, what in the heck? How is this hanging on the end here? What is this? And it was like the skin. It was like pulled off like a glove.
Off his penis.
Yeah.
What was his excuse?
That he said that he was mugged in a park. It was like a 55-year-old guy. Mugged in a park, and the girl grabbed him there.
Oh,
and we're like,
right.
no.
Right, Pops.
Probably not.
Sure, Mr. Hoover.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so that's what.
That's like that's back to Mr. Sudsy or whatever your drive-through.
Yeah, he did that. The drive-through car wash vacuum. You know, that's got a very high volume. You familiar with the vacuum that they have to coin up? He put his Johnson in there. Yeah.
That's what that is.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, I'm going to tell you the time I raped a futon. That was a mistake. I like a little Asian rape every once in a while, but the futon with the wood frame, too much.
Draw the line
Too
there.
much. We'll be back. The Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That's the Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LV-191. Alison and Dano are both here tonight from Temptation Island. Wednesdays, 9 o'clock on Fox. Alison, former Playmate model. Girls of, wow, I'll tell you, that's
women of the Ivy League.
Yeah, women of the Ivy League. That's like a dream come true right there. Imagine that. Went to Penn. Dano over here, professional motorcycle rider.
I just can't imagine. I swear, if I went to a doctor's office and Allison's in there and she's going to give me a physical, just imagine that.
Couldn't believe it. No, definitely the best looking doctor, second only to Dr. Drew. Now, let's talk to LJ, who is 23.
Hi.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good. What's up?
Good? Oh, well, okay. I'm gay, or at least I figure I'm gay. I've been attracted to men since I was 14.
Can I just say something?
Sure.
You get.
Don't believe him.
Well, maybe we're just missing his. There's no gay vibe there.
Where's your gay vibe?
I have no idea. Nobody can pick it up. But
we don't get it. It's interesting.
But I really enjoy sleeping with men.
Okay.
Well, who doesn't?
Okay.
Go ahead.
So here's my problem is that I've gotten really confused, and last month I found this woman extremely attractive, and she's taking up all of my thoughts.
Okay.
To the point where I don't even think about anyone else anymore.
Is there anything unique about her? Any qualities that make her different and attractive to you?
Not really. I mean,
hairy ass.
She's not just what?
Nothing. Go on, I'm listening. No, go ahead.
I mean, it's not like she's different from. Well, she is different. I mean, I'm attracted to her.
Yeah, that makes her different. And what? Describe to us what that difference is.
I couldn't say. It's not that she's she's better looking than any other women I've ever known, or she's
anything about her personality we should know.
No, she's.
All right.
I mean, she's a fiercely independent person. That might
reminds you of Mom.
Well, yeah.
That was my gay crossover vibe there.
Yeah.
Mom was your mom was very independent.
Yeah.
Very. A little domineering at times.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So that's what turned you gay, and now you met a new woman. Reminds you of Mom. So it's a little confusion here.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? That was my immediate vibe.
Yeah.
Did you get that vibe?
I kind of figured that's the direction he was going.
Am I the most insulting person in the world?
Yeah, I wouldn't have stated it quite the way you did.
But that's what happened.
That's what direction
Let's
I was
face
going.
it. Well, listen, moms, you bust your kid's balls, he's going gay on you. That's the way it works.
Oh, great.
No, that's fine. You're having a good life, except for this.
Well, no, this isn't the problem. Maybe just a little confused. I mean, he was comfortable gay, and now he's sort of attracted to a woman.
Right.
You wonder, you just wonder how this relationship is going to go, if it's going to be a reenactment of those early unpleasant experiences with your mom.
Does she know you're gay? Or thought you were?
Who?
Your mom.
No, the girl.
Either one.
Both.
Both know.
Both know.
So this girl doesn't want to have a relationship with you, or doesn't think she would have one?
Not that she's made any indications. She has basically said that that's out of the question.
Oh, really?
Because you're gay?
Yeah.
Because she's not attracted to you?
Well, I'm not exactly sure on that. She's never told me one way or the other.
She's not attracted, because most women look at this, a big 10-point score, convert the gay guy.
Yeah. Is
yes.
Is the fact that she's unavailable part of what attracts you?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, so it's interesting. So maybe he'd be sort of truly bisexual then, wouldn't you say?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Hey, LJ?
Yeah.
It's a moot point because she's not interested.
Well, yeah, it still leaves me extremely confused.
Well, it leaves you, maybe you're one of these people that is truly bisexual, that has certain kinds of women you're attracted to and men you're attracted to, and you've got to form a intimate relationship with somebody. You're going to have to make your choice with the sex of that person, but you're not limited to one gender.
Well, I know this sounds bizarre, but what about Mom? Is she still...
oh, God.
She's not still with Dad?
Available? No.
You know, she is, but since I moved out a year and a half ago, they've moved into separate rooms, and she's openly hostile to my father.
Nice, yeah. Mom's a real ball buster. All right, listen, LJ?
Just find a person that loves you and that you can have a stable relationship with.
Right.
A person.
Right.
Okay?
All right?
Just a person?
And listen, you dating Mom is not going to work. I mean, you metaphorically dating Mom is not going to work.
Yeah, I think that's going to end up in the same old cycle.
Yeah, he'll be right back with the dudes.
Yeah.
The fellas, the boys, the lads. I mean, Mike?
Yeah?
You're 18. What's up?
Well, I've been having problems my whole life. Like, as a little kid, I was diagnosed with ADHD, and I was finding that when I was about 12 years old, I was constantly raped by my foster brother.
Nice.
And then raped by his girlfriend, actually, with a knife to my throat.
Oh, my God.
That night, the foster brother ran away. We never heard from him again. Well, technically, he wasn't a real foster brother. My mom just wanted to help her friend out because he lived in the inner city of Salt Lake City, which is a oxymoron, I know.
Well, I know, but it's under 80% white there, so it's
well, he
the
was
Mean Street of the Tabernacle.
He was Hispanic, and
all right.
Even though he was only a year older than me, he was a lot stronger. The only reason I'm going into this is because I believe that it led to the problems that I have now.
Which are?
Well, lately, over the past year, starting in 2000, I've been in a mental hospital twice in 2000.
Okay.
How, by the way, does the girlfriend rape you?
Well, actually, my foster brother, who, I don't know if I should say his name or anything.
No.
Okay. He had a knife to my throat while she was on top of me.
Well, yeah, but don't you have to have an erection for that?
Well, I don't know what it was. I guess it was just a stimulation, but I had one.
Men can, you know.
Really? They do that?
I mean, I was scared out of my mind.
My penis, I get scared, it hides in my ass. It's like a turtle.
The ninja penis?
The ninja penis ducks in, takes cover.
If it knew it was a do-or-die situation?
Oh, could make me gay, yeah.
Plus,
How dare you? How dare you come into my radio studio and accuse me of being gay?
So, Mike, what's your question? We got this sort of picture here. What's up?
Okay. Recently, my last suicide attempt that sent me into the hospital again, just after I turned 18, I was diagnosed with bipolar.
Okay, Mike, get to the question. What is the question?
I'm afraid that now I'm developing a multiple personality disorder.
So you have sort of fugue states where you dissociate?
Yeah.
People that have been profoundly traumatized often have a dissociative component. And that's not necessarily multiple, but at least a dissociative. It's a way of dealing with your brain at the age at which you were traumatized had no other way of dealing with that overwhelming trauma other than sort of detaching from the experience, and that dissociation becomes a part of your personality and your coping strategies as you get older.
All right, so is he in the hospital? He's in the hospital now?
Being treated, stay with it. Let them decide what the diagnostic situation is. You just follow directions.
Please don't kill yourself. Just throw yourself at the mercy of your physicians and psychiatrists and get yourself better. We'll be back. Here we go. Another whole hour of the fantabulous show known as Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Temptation Island is the show we're talking about tonight, Wednesday night, 9 o'clock on Fox. Alison and Dano are both here. Both singles from the island, and both still on the island as far as you know. And the next episode is next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
Days from now. And is it true they did 6 episodes, but they cut up something and made a 7th? Is that how it goes?
Yeah, because next week the Grammys is on opposite us, so.
So they don't want to end the show, you know, just in case, the ratings and stuff.
Right. Jeez, you guys may give the Grammys a run for their money.
They left the show last week really good, because the guys got to pick their dates. Alison got to go.
Right.
And then the girls were going to pick their dates, and they said, the 4 guys that dated Shannon, please step forward. And I was one of the lucky guys to date her, so stepped forward, and then it ended the show. So just like, oh!
I was, I only see half the show because I have to come do this crappy show, but I was disgusted, as I said to Drew, when the guys voted off the Miss Georgia.
Right.
Why?
I didn't know what kind of move that was.
Why?
I don't know. How are you going to vote Miss Georgia off your island? What kind of universe is that? I mean, they left a few on that I could have tossed on the boat, and they got rid of Miss Georgia.
Yeah,
you didn't.
They were into personalities and how people were treating them.
Well, that's why I don't respect them. They're into the personality thing. Let's go for that. And I mean, did you know Patty?
Yeah, we all lived together.
Didn't like her, huh? Pain in the ass. You're gonna kill her in sleep the next night.
You know, I don't know. I think the whole pageant thing's a lot different than anything I've ever been exposed to. So
Yeah, those women are all screwballs. I mean, let's face it.
I
right?
would say that.
Yeah, it warps them. That weird kind of John Bonet family thing, you know. Yeah,
it's a different thing.
Did you guys do that move where you got the pillowcases and filled it with bar soap and beat the crap out of her while she was sleeping?
No, like that military thing? Or no, we didn't really get into any of that stuff.
That would have been my move. You know, get that beauty queen. She wouldn't be so pretty when I was down with her. You know what I'm saying, Drew? With that bar soap? Yeah. All right. Drew, you pulled that in college, right?
Sure.
Donald? You're 22.
Yeah, 22.
What's up?
Not much, man. I'm just a little nervous from being on air.
All right.
What's the question, Donald?
All right. It's like it's been happening for like 3 months. Whenever I'm having sex or I masturbate or anything, it's just like I could think about girls, and my mom's face will just pop up in my head.
Nice.
Yeah, she does when I do it too, though. So.
That makes. Ooh, you smoke a little pot?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much? You got the stoner left?
It's probably been about a month actually.
But you're really into it for a while, huh?
Yeah, I was heavy in it.
Yeah. There we go.
Why are you off it?
I'll tell you one thing.
You get busted?
No, I stopped for my girlfriend.
She insisted you stop. So you drinking more now?
Nah, I stopped that.
Well, I'll tell you one thing that happens, and this is kind of funny, something I've observed with people that are addicted to marijuana then stop, or even not even necessarily when they stop, they tend to get obsessive-compulsive kinds of symptoms sometimes. Do you do anything else, any other kind of rituals where you're sort of having to, leave the television on a certain channel or turn lights off and on a certain number of times, that kind of thing?
Sometimes I always, counting my fingers, constantly.
Right, there we go. Yeah. So that's it. And this is something I've seen very frequently from heavy marijuana, not very frequently, but occasionally from very heavy marijuana users. And one of the things about being obsessive-compulsive is having intrusive thoughts.
Yeah.
And mom's face is part of that obsessive-compulsive
kind
quality.
Kind of a silent Tourette's.
Kind of, yeah. And the Tourette's is a relative. It's another obsessive-compulsive disorder.
Yeah.
Instead of intrusive tics and intrusive words, you have intrusive ideas and intrusive behaviors like this guy has. He needs to get his marijuana addiction treated because he will switch over to something else, some other drug.
All right. So he gets out of the woods with that. Mom starts popping up in his jack sessions. Yeah. All right. Wow. Listen, well, you know what he should do? Hold on a second. Donald?
Yeah?
What are you doing, closing your eyes when you masturbate?
Well, sometimes.
Yeah, see, there's your mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, God knows what runs. You know what runs through my mind when I close my eyes and masturbate? A lot of those Christmas specials, those claymated Christmas specials.
Sid Marty Croft.
Mid-'60s. Mr. Heat Miser, Mr. Snow Miser. Yeah, it's bad. I leave my eyes open so I can...
Silver and gold.
Yeah, Burl Ives runs through my mind.
Nice.
Oh, man.
Get some porno and leave your eyes open.
And you have to deal with this marijuana issue, Donald. It's starting to affect you.
Dano, you ever do that whack where you have 2 or 3 magazines spread out and you try to kind of work them? You know what I mean? Like you're the security guard looking at a bunch of monitors. You know, it's like you're over here, you're over there, and you're like, well, let's see, I'll start here, but I'm going to finish over there, and then you jump back over here, and then you go, look,
back and forth.
I got 2 eyes. I can see what's going on both these. Put one in the middle. You ever pull that
the wrong one? Yeah. Shoot.
Yeah, well, there's always, I was going to say tomorrow, but there's always an hour from now. All right, let's talk to Sergio.
Hello?
You're 18. What's up, Sergio?
What's up? It's the Great Spudini.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about Spudini.
That's my porn name, the Great Spudini. I wear cape.
Well, first of all, I want to say long-time listener, first-time caller.
Thanks, Sergio.
Been listening since the Portman days, I guess.
What?
You're
only 18. How old were you?
Yeah.
You must have been 5 when you were listening.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
My cousin, he used to listen to it.
I see.
So, we used to listen together. Well, anyways, my question is, I had a kid about a year ago, but before,
See all the education I've been
What
providing.
an impact you made on his life.
Very nice. You inspire me, Sergio.
Well, yeah. I used to do a lot of drugs, right? I used to smoke a lot of pot.
Keep going. it's building my confidence.
Drew is he's throwing a rope over a piece of plumbing in the studio. He's about to hang himself. Keep going. Start talking about beating your child, and then hanging.
It's over.
Nah. Well, I used to do it like a lot of LSD, ecstasy, and shrooms.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Well, my question is is there any possibility that my kid, he's gonna have he's gonna be slow or something like that?
Not unless mom was doing it.
No. His mom is she's like a straight A student,
Really?
Type of girl.
Her dad was an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Yeah, how'd I know that?
Yeah. And what? Yeah, that's why she's with Sergio.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Well, so Sergio, he may inherit the genetic predisposition for addiction from you.
Yeah, the gene, right?
The gene, but he won't be affected by your drug use per se. Are you in recovery now?
Well, sort of. I was.
You sound like you sort of kind of understand what you should be doing.
Yeah, because on April Fool's last year, I got arrested because I was in a rave and I got arrested for selling LSD.
Nice.
Yeah, and the judge ordered me to go to rehab.
Oh, good.
So I was in rehab for about 4 months.
All right. Well, my confidence has been so nicely shaken by you. Just don't tell me what's been happening since. But just apply the things you learned during that treatment.
Yeah, but I mean, I got kicked out of rehab though. That's why.
Well,
I got sent to a mental hospital.
Hey, Sergio.
What?
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dan.
I was just gonna say, Sergio, man, you got a kid. Focus on that. Put 110% on that. That's your job and your duty right now. You need to take care of that.
Yeah, I've been trying. It's hard, but I'm giving it my best.
Yeah.
Stay with the mom.
You may have to do a little better.
The mom, she's actually going to college right now.
Good.
Her mom and dad take care of the kid. I guess.
The kid needs you guys.
Yeah.
You and the parents.
Not you guys per se, but parents.
Yeah, I mean, I help her out. Like I pay the babysitter and stuff like that. And
all right. Well, if you're paying the babysitter, that's as good as being a dad.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Screwball.
What?
You knock anyone else up, I'll cut your nuts off and hang them from my car antenna. Do you hear me?
All right. Hey. Whatever happened to the Dr. Drew Shuffle?
I don't know.
All right.
And we'll bring it back. But listen,
better, man.
Hey, listen, all you whacked out parents out there, you kids who are now parents, focusing on the genetic predisposition for alcoholism or drug abuse, nothing could make a greater impact. Forget about the genetics. It's the dad that's absent, the dad that's high. That's what's going to do it.
Yep.
You can override that gene if you're present, if you're loving, if you're nurturing.
In recovery, in his case.
Yes. Listen, I don't blame any 18-year-olds for not being able to pull it together at 18. God knows my head was spinning like a dreidel when I was 18, and I was in no shape to be a father. But I wasn't an idiot and had kids. I knew it. Do you know what I'm saying?
You knew you were an idiot.
I don't blame them for being idiots. I blame them for being idiots and having kids. That's the mistake. And you know what? When you have a kid, I don't care if you're 10. You forfeit the right to then be a crazy teenager or a effed up young man or young adult. You now must be a father.
Or you just hump mattresses and you'll be all right.
That's right.
The Dano maneuver.
Sure. I mean,
can't get a mattress pregnant.
Soon Soon to be called the
Dano has a few mattress children.
Dano had a queen-size mattress that gave birth to some throw pillows recently. But they're in foster care now. They're doing quite nicely.
Yeah.
One
I
of
know
them's a
I'm going to
crack
get so
baby.
much crap for this.
Crystal?
Yeah.
Hey, Spunky.
Whoa, hey.
Dano Legere.
Oh, she knows you.
You're 18. Uh-oh.
What's up?
Ashley, Cycle News.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, I really do have a question.
Go ahead.
Okay. What I told the girl is a different question, but the thing is that I've been listening to Loveline for so long, and it's got me really interested in social work and stuff like that, and me and my best friend, we find ourselves in this weird situation where we're like kind of the adults of our household, and the adults of our, we make the decisions like,
That's unfortunate.
Our parents don't listen to us, and we have little brothers and little sisters that are going through a lot right now, and
Here's the pitfall for you. Here's what you have to watch out for. Don't find boyfriends or husbands or keep friends around you whom you can continue to parent.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Definitely. I know that.
Okay.
I know that. The question is for me that I'm moving away to go to college, and my mom doesn't really talk to me about it, and she's really, focused on my stepdad, and that's fine, and that's the way it's been
She may be threatened by you going away to college.
Yeah, well, she is, because she didn't go to college. And,
Right, so it's like it makes her feel less than.
Yeah, so the thing is right now that I've had this kind of continuing letter for 10 years that I've written to my mom, I guess. And it's been where I've been so nervous because she's really defensive, and I don't want to make her feel bad, and I don't want to put her down because I love her. And it's like this continued letter, and I'm moving out in July, and I'm wondering if I should let it go because I'll be out of the house and I don't have to see everything every day in front of my face that makes me so upset, or if I should give her the letter.
What's the letter say?
It says a lot of stuff from the time because I don't know my birth dad, and she throws that around. It's nothing to her. It's about that. It's about my stepfather who right now I'm working full time to go to college because she's never asked him to get a job to help her, and she works long hours to help to take care of me and my brother. And
all right, hold on. What do you guys think? Letter? Yes or no?
No.
What was that?
I agree.
Dano's thinking about his mattress.
Yeah.
He's got a big date with his mattress this weekend.
No, the panel's been polled, and we think you should not give her this letter. I think you should save it, and I think when you're an adult and caring for yourself, that might be a cathartic thing for you to do at that point, but not now. Not now.
Definitely.
James?
Hello?
You're 25.
Yeah. Well, my problem is essentially that I'm addicted to sex, I think, but I don't really have a partner.
I see.
Whoa.
That's a good way to put it, I guess.
The Carolla syndrome.
That's right.
No, here's the deal. In Ohio, they have these things called Oriental massage parlors.
Sheep.
Oh, let me write that down. It's sure to spread to the rest of the country.
Of the world.
Yes.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, maybe even parts of Asia.
Right.
Hey, listen, James?
Yes.
I don't want to offend the good folks in the Buckeye State, but if it's there, it's been here for 20 years.
Oh, okay.
There's nothing that's there that isn't here first. You understand? You get the stuff we're tired of.
I hear you.
Movies, flared jeans.
Music.
Yeah.
Rock museum.
Right.
Paraphernalia.
Yes, they're going to introduce a car soon. It's called the Gremlin.
Nice.
All right.
Mullets.
Don't buy one.
The mullet should be coming soon.
The mullet should be coming soon.
Who's in office, Ford or Carter? Over there in Ohio.
Nice.
All right, buddy. All right, so they have the Oriental massage.
Right, and what you do is you pay $40 to get in the place, and then a Oriental lady comes by and asks you, what sort of service you want, and then you pay extra. And I must have spent like $700 in the past 2 weeks.
And what do you get over there? 40 gets you in the door.
40 gets you in the door, and then it's like 60 for a beager, and then 100 for the full service.
Now that's intercourse.
Yes.
$100, huh?
Yeah.
It's reasonable. It's about relocating to Ohio.
Well, we like to pay prices in Ohio.
Yeah, see, that out in this neck of the woods. Well, like real estate. I'd probably run you more.
Cost of living.
Yeah.
Cost of living.
Isn't that prostitution? That sounds pretty shady to me,
It is, I don't know. Police are supposed to do something about it,
Right.
but I mean, I've been a bunch of times and, nothing.
Now, how much for a handy with a happy release?
That's like $20.
He knows the prices. He knows. I'm sorry, dude.
Man,
I'm sorry.
I know the prices. I know the sales. I know, like, seriously.
Drew, we're moving to Ohio.
They have sales at those places? Like
Sure.
2 for 1 or like...
Sure. Fire sale.
Happy release.
All semen must go. We're overstocked.
Damaged goods are cheaper. I don't know.
Seconds, they call them.
Yeah. No.
All right. So handy 20.
But
BJ 60. Intercourse 100. Condoms, right?
Well, not for the handy or the BJ.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I know they don't do it for BJs, but I insisted on it. But I mean,
thank you.
Because I'm an upstanding citizen.
Yes.
Oh yeah. You're doing God's work over there, banging those hookers.
Right.
So
I feel really bad about this too. It's like, I mean, seriously, like every time I go, I'm like, oh yeah, and then like as I leave, I'm like, oh, you're so dumb.
Do you take your bras with you too, or what?
No.
No?
You fly solo, huh?
Well, I don't want it to get. I mean, I don't know. I don't want it to get around. You know what I mean?
The weirdest part of it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
All right. You ever been into dudes?
No.
Not at all.
Not at all.
A little slip
Getting
up a
chained
chain,
up?
maybe? Nothing.
Not really.
All right. And
they don't sell very well.
When's the last time you had a girlfriend?
No, a girl.
A girl.
No, a girlfriend. I haven't had sex up until this. But I just broke up with like a longtime girlfriend like 4 months ago.
With whom you had never had sex.
Right.
Were you engaging all this hooker stuff during all that?
No.
This is something that came after the relationship.
Yes.
Why no sex with the girl? Too expensive?
She was Indian and she wouldn't before marriage.
And had you had previous girlfriends?
Yes.
And
but I mean, she and I went out for like 5 years.
Oh, I see. All right.
Wow.
James, you just fell off. I was going to say the horse, but the elephant.
Yeah.
An Indian reference there.
Very nice.
So it's time to get back up on it.
Yeah, you're in a bad cycle. It's sort of in a compulsive, maybe even an addictive cycle you're in.
Plus, the guy had 5 years of pent-up sexuality that he just unleashed on this poor Asian colony over there in Ohio. He's taking them down one at a time. It's like when Rambo stormed into the camp to free the POWs. So here's, hey, we make a team here, Dano. So here's the deal. All right, you've got this out of your system. We hope. Find a woman and start dating her, and a nice adult woman you can get some sex from, and
he
put
needs
this
to
aside.
break the cycle here.
Yeah.
He needs to get some more productivity in his life.
Yeah,
a real relationship.
Start doing some stuff, going out.
Yeah,
mattresses.
20, yeah. $20 for a handy. Not bad. That ain't bad. Those aren't L.A. prices, I'll tell you that. No way. Guy drops a pizza off at your place, you got to give him $20, and that's no handy. I mean, most of the time, no handy, right? All right. I mean, 80% of the time, no handy with that pizza, right, Drew?
Nope.
Even if the guy screwed up on the topping sometimes, no handy.
I never understood what they meant when they asked about the handy.
That's what it is. You like a handy with that? Harmony?
Uh-huh.
You're 21?
Yep, I am.
What's up?
Me and my husband are having sexual problems.
Mm-hmm.
And when we first met, we used to, have sex every day. And now we're just barely doing it, once a month.
How long has that been going on for?
It's been going on for about 3-4 months now.
Anybody on medication?
No.
Anybody having any problems, depression, medical problems, recent pregnancy?
No.
And anything going on in the relationship?
Yeah, there's a lot of not trusting.
Ooh, he cheated on you.
We both cheated on each other.
Who started it?
Actually, he did.
All right, well, payback.
And when I was pregnant with my son, when I was about 17, he went up to Job Corps, and he came back with the picture. And he didn't tell me that he had this picture, and so I found it a year later after we got married. So I kind of felt like he married me deceitfully.
To what?
All right, hold on. He went to Job Corps, which essentially means he's a criminal.
No.
Job Corps is a nice name for a chain gang. Really. It's a euphemism for chain gang. They send Job Corps somewhere between junior college and the military. It's not good, though. That's where we take the trouble kids and we ship them off to Job Corps.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
So this guy's sort of a criminal, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, genius. Thank God he got you pregnant. Hey, you have lots of little criminals. That's the way it works. So he goes off to Job Corps. Before he goes to Job Corps, he gets you pregnant.
Yeah.
And then he...
How'd you learn about Job Corps, by the way? They didn't really have that when you were in high school, college, right?
Drew, you know I know.
But I usually draw from your experience and.
No, you know what I am? I'm like a Rooster from Starsky and Hutch.
You just got your.
I'm like that pimp on the street.
Yeah, you're out there.
I know what's going on.
I see.
I know about the full release handy. I know about the Job Corps.
And the happy release. Yeah.
And the happy release. Yeah, I got a big, broad range.
Yeah, rangy.
Hey, Harmony. So he gets you pregnant. He goes off to Job Corps.
And he brings back a picture of someone.
Yeah, of him and the girl.
And that upset you.
It did.
What were they doing in the picture?
They were just real close. He had his arm around her, and he says
The
they were
temerity.
friends.
He had his arm around her?
Did he definitely cheat with her?
I'm not quite sure. I don't know.
Wait a minute, he had his arm around her?
So what?
Could just be somebody you met there.
I mean, he was on the way at a
carrying the
Job
picture
Corps.
around?
Yeah.
Guys don't carry
A good
pictures
friend.
around.
Well, wait a
Good
second.
friend.
Was the picture taken at Job Corps
Yeah, it was.
with one of the
Were
other
they chained
inmates?
together?
No. They unchain them at night when they sleep, in case there's a fire. All right, so he met this girl at Job Corps, and they took a picture. And then he brought the picture back.
Yeah, without telling me about it.
Without telling you about what?
About the girl that he was friends with. supposedly.
Why would he
tell
tell
you?
Hold on. I got a whole bunch of things to say to Harmony.
Yeah.
First off, Harmony, you're going to find that men are not going to tell you a lot of things in life. You want to know why?
Why?
Because everything's cheating in your book. You're damaged, you're scared, and you're angry. And this guy is not going to tell you anything, and neither is any guy, because you come at them all the time with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So that's why he didn't tell you. Because him having a friend would be immediately a trust violation for you.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah,
so
it's a friend.
you're going to successfully shut down all communication lines with this guy because he thinks you're going to freak if you find out anything, even if it's nothing.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right? What happened to you growing up?
Our marriage didn't.
No. Growing up.
Your dad.
Who screwed you over?
Your dad cheat? Your dad was a cheater?
No.
What'd he do?
He just, after he came home, I just found the picture, and he
No,
was-
your dad.
Your dad. Hey, turn your radio down. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Turn the radio down, goofball.
Come on, Harmony.
Turn the radio down, honey, please.
Oh, for Christ.
Okay.
I tell you, we'll match the stupidity of our callers against any other national radio show. Harmony, your father, the guy who born you,
Yeah.
let's talk about him for just 1 second.
Okay.
What kind of guy was he?
Did he cheat, was our question.
Well, he cheated on my mom.
There we
when
go.
he got her pregnant.
Shocking revelation.
I've never met my birth dad.
All right. So, tons of issues here, right?
A lot of issues.
All right. How about we deal with those issues?
And not project them into your current situation.
Okay.
Not that Mr. Job Corps is any catch.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's no Prince Charming, but he is the father of your child.
Yeah.
Do you have one child?
I have two.
No! Why two, baby? You barely raise a hamster.
I know.
Well, can you be sterilized, please? Isn't somebody intervening on the behalf of the people of Utah? Do you know what I'm saying? What kind of birth control are you on?
I'm not on any.
Why not?
I used to be.
Why aren't you now?
Well, if you were.
Why aren't you now?
Because it messes up my whole body. And,
Pregnancy will mess up your whole body.
yeah.
Hey, Harmony, listen to me. Stop. What you're doing is you're sabotaging the United States one kid at a time. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
And I don't want to come down on you real hard, but I'm going to, because now you have two kids and you're not using birth control. I swear to Christ, you have another kid, you should be shot. You really should.
Well, see, what I want is I want to work out the issues before
That's right.
Yeah,
In the
right.
meantime, you don't get pregnant. Do you hear me?
Exactly.
Then birth control.
Birth
right?
control.
Yeah.
Work on the issues in birth control, and you just work on making a stable environment for your now two kids so that they don't come out in Job Corps.
Start
You understand?
Start looking at solutions. We know your husband may not be the most trustworthy guy. That he may have some. He obviously contributes to this too. But the way you're dealing with reality is projecting all the past issues onto it. Stay in this reality and look for solutions on behalf of your kids, which includes birth control.
All right. I'm too tired for a 20-minute tirade right now. But listen, all you pussies out there listening who do other radio shows and TV programs, this is the issue right here. Harmony over here. Two kids, no birth control, slowly poisoning the United States, one crappy kid at a time. Let's address this issue, please. All right, we'll take us a little break. Temptation Island is what we're talking about tonight, 9 o'clock Wednesday night. On Fox, we have Alison Dano both here. They're leaving. That's right. That's right. Yeah, they're supposed to. Well, let's keep going. No. I do want to thank you guys for coming out and taking time out of what I'm sure is a hectic schedule. And it was nice seeing you, and I am a big fan of the show, and I hope you springboard into all sorts of other great endeavors, but not Allison. She's going to be a doctor.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
Thanks a lot for having us.
Thanks.
We'll be back. Yeah. Yeah. Now, Drew, what are you saying? You're saying you're into techno and not house, or house and not techno. I can't remember your music. We both got taffy in our mouth.
What's house?
I don't know.
I'm just trying to remember what it was you impressed me by knowing a few minutes ago.
Job Corps. Job Corps was basically criminals putting out forest fires.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It's a good thing. I mean, that's what we need to do. I've said for years we need to just build another railroad in this country. Take all the troublemakers and just build something to Alaska. Keep them busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Drew, can you talk? Or,
yeah, I'm fine.
It's like a cartoon.
No, I'm fine. Go ahead.
Really?
It's really just music, though, to hear you snorting and sniffling and stuff while you try to...
It sounds like a hound dog with a bone.
Like a rhinoceros you're eating.
Andres?
Yes.
What's up there?
Well, I have this girlfriend, and she she's kind of weird. First, she's like you know the movie Grease? She dresses like the girls in Grease. And the problem is she likes to have sex in weird places. Mm-hmm. First, it was in a movie theater. Second, she wanted to do it, we did it in a public park. There was like senior citizens walking by and stuff. And I don't know, she likes to have sex in weird places.
I see. What does she wear? Like a poodle skirt and bobby socks?
No, pretty much like tight blue jeans cuffed up, or her hair like Betty Page and stuff like that. And
yeah.
You know, I like her and everything.
That's that 50s look, right?
Yeah, she's into pretty much that stuff too. I don't mind that.
Saddle shoes?
Yeah. I don't know if it's because she's older or something.
She little into drugs and alcohol?
Or it's the thrill of, getting caught or something.
Yeah,
there's a thrill.
There is a thrill thing that she gets off on. Is she into drugs and alcohol a little bit?
She used to be.
Yeah, because that's an addict thing, is to need that thrill component, or really to get off on the thrill piece.
How old is she?
She's 17.
Wow, son of a bitch. A 15 with a 17-year-old?
Yeah.
For the dude to be 15, that's some range.
Yeah.
Yeah, your penis really has range.
Yeah, well, it's not my first time. You did.
15.
I'm kind
of all right.
Are you wearing a condom?
Yeah.
Good.
And the other thing is, I don't know what I should do about her, but the other thing is, I caught her having sex with my brother, too.
No, don't believe her.
Yeah, I don't believe this call anymore.
That would have been his first question.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Here's the deal, everyone. Thank you. Just on the off chance that you are actually dating Miss Poodle Skirt over here, which I don't believe.
I don't believe either.
But there's a lot of people listening to the show are dating screwed up people.
Yeah.
Here's the key. Drew?
Yep.
Even the great Dr. Drew has dated a screwball or two in his day, right?
Yep.
I mean, there's been some gals. Gals you didn't want to start a family with, gals you didn't want to marry, gals you didn't want to have a long-term relationship with.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 750. Okay, here's my point. You don't get them pregnant.
Right.
That is the long-term part. Hey, earrings, that ain't long-term. A couple Valentine's weekends or a retreat, get away for the weekend, all that means nothing.
Also, don't get a deadly STD.
The deadly STD and the child. And by the way, I don't care that you get the deadly STD as much as I care about you having a kid, because that doesn't affect me quite as much. But the point is having a kid, that is a common bond for you two for 18 years now, right?
Yeah, you can't
Don't get the crazy ones pregnant. James?
Yeah?
You're 19. What's up?
Hey, what's up, Adam?
Hey.
Hey, what's up, James?
Hey, what's up, James?
Not much. You're my second favorite Jewish comedian, Adam.
Thank you.
Jewish.
I'm not Jewish, though.
Who's your first favorite?
Jon Stewart.
Yeah. He's Jewish, and he's funny.
I thought you were Jewish.
No. I may be your favorite Gentile comedian now. Who's your favorite Gentile comedian?
I don't have one, actually.
Well,
there you go.
You're talking to him now, brother.
The great Spudini.
The great Spudini, #1, Jon Stewart, favorite Jew. I'm going to tell him that. I'm going to see him next week, I think.
Okay.
What's up?
About 3 years ago, there was a shooting at my high school, and that has left me kind of not quite right in the head, sort of. And I noticed that, I mean, I get depressed occasionally, and I noticed that when I'm not depressed is when I'm, like, masturbating or looking at porn on the internet.
So that sort of distracts you from your mood.
Yeah, I was wondering if that was weird or not.
It's not weird, but it's how some people manage their feelings, and it suggests that your feeling states are really disturbed.
What happened at the high school?
Well, there was this kid who was mentally messed up, and he got caught on campus with a gun. And unfortunately, they couldn't do anything, so he was out 24 hours, like 12 hours later. And so he came back after killing his parents and injured 23 students and killed 2 other ones.
Oh, Springfield, Oregon, huh?
Yeah. It was about 11 months before Columbine.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. And his parents were like teachers?
Yeah, his parents were teachers.
And they were like real normal and everything, and it was kind of weird to try to figure out where the link was? What Drew and I do when we hear these stories is try to figure out where's the abuse, where's the love line in this.
Well, it was proven he was parts of his brain were missing. He was screwed up.
So he had some
okay, had a serious, and you can never rule that out. I mean, that trumps everything.
Right, some real neurologic problems.
All right, and that you were where when this happened?
I was in the band room at the time, and I actually saw one of the students who died get shot in the head.
Wow.
And that kind of...
Okay, well, that will give you something called a post-traumatic stress reaction and all kinds of mood disturbances and panic and anxiety. So really, you need to get that treated, James.
Okay.
It's not about the sex. The sex is the one thing that gives you a little relief, but it's that your brain chemistry is off a little bit right now because of all that trauma. That's awful. That's awful. You doing okay in school and stuff?
Well, I actually graduated last year.
Where are you going on?
I'm looking to go into the local community college.
Oh, please get yourself a medical evaluation immediately, son.
Okay,
please.
Adam, you have a very wrong opinion about community college.
Yes, I know. They're wonderful institutions of higher learning.
I actually plan on moving to the University of Oregon in 2 years.
Yes, James.
Yes.
I don't mean to kick a man while he's down, but everyone who enters that junior college, like my good buddy, John Gillingham, who I spoke to last night, who wanted to use my party house to hold his engagement party. I spoke to at 12:30 last night. I said, what are you doing up so late, John? He said, I'm doing some calculus homework. Still
35.
35, I'll be 37 in 3 months.
Wow.
Still at the junior college.
Wow.
Yes, it's heroin. It's heroin for the retarded. It keeps you locked in. You can't get out. Once you go through those doors... My buddy John in 1982 thought he was going to be at UCLA in 1984, 1985. It's now, what year is it now? 2001?
Is it too much pot? What is it?
Here's what it is. The reason you're going to junior college is because you're a bad student. Who are you kidding?
I see.
Who are you kidding? That's why you're there. And that's exactly why you don't transfer and go off to a 4-year college. I'm just saying, save yourself some time, admit it, and get a job. That's all. Do what all the other stupid people like me do. Joe?
Hi.
Hi, you're 22?
Yes.
What's up?
Well, my girlfriend and I, this is about 9-10 months ago, she missed her period and we discovered she was pregnant. And we agreed that having an abortion would be a good idea because she and I were both in college and it was like, we just didn't need it and we weren't ready.
All right. What's the question?
Well, it's now like, 9 months later, and I mean, just the other night, she's just going through, she's still depressed, and I mean, I don't know what to do.
How far into the pregnancy was she?
She had just missed her period, and then we went straight to mental health, or not mental health, not mental health, community health.
Well, it sounds like she needs to go to mental health now, and then people... No, listen, Joe, women can get a biological depression. They were pregnant, and there is a vast change when that pregnancy is removed.
But, I mean, I don't know. Just the other night, I went over there, and, everything was just fine. She was with her family and everything, and then she just, looked at me, and she started sobbing, and she was like, oh, my God, my butthole is as big as a mason.
That's pretty good. Are you there still? He hung up. Shouldn't hang up on it.
Joe, don't hang up. We're going to heap praise on you. We're too busy eating chocolate to really...
you shouldn't crack up, though. It ruins it.
Yeah, but
when
you
he
can't.
laughs and
You can't not laugh with the mason jar. No, wait a minute. Did you say her butthole was as big as a mason jar?
That's the one.
Yeah.
That was not that guy, though.
It wasn't? It was just the butthole the size of the Mason Jar Society?
Exactly. The fan club.
One of the members?
Yeah.
I wonder what that windbreaker looks like. All right. Listen, I love a good bogus call. To me, you know what it is? Here's what I look at myself.
Homage.
Yeah, I'm like a guy who, I'm like a temp, and I sit at a desk for 2 hours. Hey, you want to come in with some actual work for me to do? Fine. You want to come in and chew the fat, eat some of the candies out of the dish, and hang out and BS? That's fine, too. I'm leaving.
Let's take a break.
Oh, really? Yeah, we got to get in this chocolate.
Yeah.
All right, when we come back, we're going to speak to Craig. Craig is 23. 6'6", goes 385, so let's not make fun of him. He's having a little trouble with the sex. After this. Yeah! That's my new riff. Newfound Glory. There's a good band. Hey, Ann, we got to get Newfound Glory on the show. March 20th. Well, there you go. See that? Yeah. Speaking, it shall be done. That is producer Ann. Another band I like a lot, who I haven't seen around in a while, Ann, who I saw on Letterman, I think last night, Space Hog. That's a good live band, that Space Hog. Oh, boy, those hogs rock. I'm telling you, you see bands on TV, Leno, Letterman, that kind of thing, it's not that impressive. Something about the sound.
Right.
It just doesn't really translate, especially smaller band, four-man band.
Yeah.
Space Hog, saw 'em, rocked.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good band. I'd like to get them on, too. All right, let's get back to the phones. Greg?
Yeah, what's going on, bro?
Hey, about 23, what's happening there?
The great Spoodini and the great Dr. Drew.
Mm-hmm.
From Detroit, the home of the Insane Clown Posse, brother.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hey.
Our buddies.
Oh, yeah. When are you going to have...
we lost an affiliate because of that show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, it was worth it.
When are you going to have them back on?
Well, they were just on a month and a half or 2 months ago or something.
I listened to the show.
All right, buddy. Don't get defensive on me.
Okay.
And they'll be back whenever they want to come back.
Oh, yeah. But anyhow, the problem is I get fully aroused. I'm just large. I have a stomach on me, but the rest of my body is well-proportioned.
Mm-hmm. 6'6", 385.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to see you trim down to a trim 350.
I tried that. Actually, at one time in my life, I was 690. And then my
690 pounds?
Yes, sir.
Oh, my God.
My back was, like, hunched over.
Yeah.
And just one day I said, I'm not going to do this no more, so I started moving pool tables.
You eat a sub sandwich once a day.
Yeah. So,
right. 6 foot sub.
Yes.
Hold on. 6'6", 690?
Yes. No, actually, I was 6'2", 690. I was just a blob of crap.
Wow.
To be honest.
Wow, that is a load.
You know, speaking of a large person, we had these XFL players in here earlier in the week.
Yeah.
It was like almost, it felt dangerous being around him. You know what I mean? He had a little energy going too, but I mean, being around that big a person was like being around like a bomb or something.
Yeah.
Like, hey, careful, it could go off any time now.
Yeah, he was about this guy's proportions.
Yeah, exactly.
At 6'6", he was about 365.
Yeah.
Maybe had a little more muscle on him, but he was just such a mountain.
He was like
of a man.
Kind of intimidating to be around.
Yeah, and it's funny that he made the guy with 6'3" and 250 look
small,
look kind of slight around him.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Having trouble. You're too big for the women.
Actually, no. I got a fiancée.
I see.
And she's a really small girl. She's about 6'1", 6'2", about 230 pounds. So she's just trim and she's really nice.
Hold on. Oh, now I'm going bogus.
Yeah. Okay, no. I'm dead serious about this call.
Right. How can you say she's a petite at 6'2", 235?
Well, because she's built. She's built like a linebacker.
Yeah, linebackers aren't petite.
Well, I know, but still.
Well, hold on a second. Craig, either... And Drew, stop me if I make too much fun of him. I don't want him to kill me. But
no, don't worry about it.
But listen. Either...
You're being facetious.
Or you're insane. I mean, a woman who's over 6 foot, over 200 pounds is a good sized woman.
Yeah, but I mean, she's not fat. She don't have no rolls or anything.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying she's
large.
She's a good sized woman.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, not petite. And you guys are going to give birth to a kiln.
Well, actually, she's got type 3 diabetes. I'm pretty sure it's out of control juvenile diabetes.
Yes.
So she don't think she can have kids.
Well, she can, but it's more dangerous for her.
Yeah.
Really? Because I swear to God, I'd like to mate you two for an experiment.
Hey, That's enough for him.
Really. You give birth to a van.
Yeah, but the question here says that you were having a difficulty sort of getting it together with her physically. You guys sound like you're matched physically.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's kind of hard because of my stomach. And it's just my stomach gets in the way.
Do you have a lot of excess skin?
Yes.
All right.
You get that surgically removed?
Oh, man, they do a job on that. They take it over, and then they give it to an Eskimo, and he covers his boat hole with it so he can go sealing in the winter. You know that?
Yeah, I no doubt they use it.
Oh, yeah. That's what they use. No, it's not thrown out.
Why not?
Absolutely not. All right, listen. Consult a plastic surgeon.
Yeah.
Maybe your medical insurance will even cover it.
Did Marcel show you some pictures or something? Is that why you know? No. Well, you seem to have a vivid impression of it.
Yeah, just like the Job Corps.
Yeah, no, you're very rangy.
Megan?
Yes.
You're 23.
Yes, sir. How are you guys?
Well, I just realized I'm trying to redeem my intelligence tonight with Dr. Drew because I just got done doing Win Ben Stein's Money with Jimmy and the Juggies, and I lost to the Juggies.
Wait. Was this on your show?
No, this is on Win Ben Stein's Money.
Are they filming that again?
They've been filming it.
But without Jimmy?
Yeah, we just happened to be guests on the show, and I was beat by 3 Juggies.
Ooh.
Yeah, so
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, it is pretty bad. So I'm trying to sort of reclaim my intelligence by talking Drew into it. Yeah, it was rough.
Was it the kinds of categories?
Well, one question was given to them. It was a Juggy question that we didn't chime in on, and then another is they gave me they had the question who sung "Alone Again Naturally," and I said Gilbert L. Sullivan, and then and there was like a pause, and then I went Gilbert O'Sullivan, and I went I'm sorry, it's you said Gilbert L. Sullivan, it's Gilbert O'Sullivan. Come on.
I was in the Carpenters. I would have completely messed it.
You're doing a game show. You go with the Gilbert L. Sullivan to the Gilbert O'Sullivan. You don't get it. Well, what can you do? That's the rules. So anyway, I was beat out by the Juggies in a tiebreaker at the end.
You should never underestimate the power of a woman.
No.
How did they do against Ben Stone?
I don't know. I left. Oof.
All right, Megan, what's up?
All right, here's the problem. Well, there's not a problem. Actually, there's not a problem at all. I enjoy having anal sex. My boyfriend loves it. I love it. But I'm just wondering, are there going to be long-term effects?
Possibly.
As far as...
No, you may be pooing on yourself when you're older.
What's that? That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, that's your problem now, or that's what you're wondering?
No, that's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, you can get tears, you can get hemorrhoids, you can get problems holding your poo back in as you get older.
So should you just never have anal sex?
I didn't say that. I just said those are the problems you can have.
Well, my policy is so as not to wear out the chute there, is anal sex just on very strong religious holidays, such as Easter and Christmas.
No,
Jesus' birthday, Jesus' resurrection. Those are the days I do the serious sodomizing. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, a little tip of the hat to the baby Jesus. That's all.
Well, you know.
Twice a year, no problem. All right?
But seriously, how
about... Listen, there's no real data to support...
There's no magic number.
Any of this stuff. Here's the deal. If it's uncomfortable...
Don't do it.
And it's hurting you, there's going to be trouble. If it doesn't hurt, it feels fine, all right then.
Well, I mean, of course it feels fine now, but what am I going to be like in 50 years?
That's a good question.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You'll be the old lady who was sodomized repeatedly when you're in your 20s. You can amuse your grandkids with those stories. Whereas our grandparents told us stories about, the invention of the phone and how they didn't have automobiles. You can put your kids on your knee and tell them how you were raped anally. Repeatedly in your 20s.
Those days you had to call radio shows to find out about it.
That's right. And we didn't have any of this synthetic lube. No, we used the old KY and the Astroglide. We used to drive down to a place called a liquor store to buy it. It's not what they didn't have it delivered to the house like they do now. Oh, yeah. And your grandfather? He was rough on my ass. Oh, yeah, he put a good smackdown on my anus. You guys want...
God rest his soul.
Yeah. Oh, cookies about ready. Let's go in the kitchen. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back. God rest his soul. We'll be back. Yep. Now, there you go. Another fabulous episode of Loveline in the can. I'm going to go home and wash my makeup off. Tears.
You got a haircut, too.
Yeah, I'm looking good.
Yeah, I thought maybe just you get ready to film the man show. Yeah,
yeah, looking good.
Yeah, well, I was going to tell you that. Hi.
Looking good. I got a free haircut. I mean, I went to like a barber. You guys want to hear about keeping it real quick for a second? I was at a coin-op laundromat in North Hollywood doing a bunch of loads of laundry from the party house. Oh, yeah. Keeping it real. Yeah. Decided I needed a haircut, so I walked across the street to a place with a barber pole, walked in and said, you giving haircuts? I said, yeah. I said, you take credit cards? I said, no. So I don't have any cash. The guy said, sit down anyway.
Whoa.
The guy gave me a haircut. I went to my car, I pulled a emergency roadside kit out of my car, and I dropped it off. I said, listen, this thing's worth $30. Hang on to it. I'll come back. I give it a 30 or the, whatever, $15 for the haircut.
Yeah.
But then I thought, that's keeping it real. Coin-op laundry, a stranger cutting your hair.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm grounded. He
Yep.
gave me a decent cut, right?
You effed it up a little bit. But
couldn't have done worse than what I did myself 2 weeks earlier on my toilet with the battery operated steer. Absolutely. He was just fixing what I broke. All right, I want to thank the beautiful and talented Lauren for doing a great job on the phones all week long. I want to thank the feminine one, producer Ann, for putting her feminine stink all over the show, doing a great job booking guests and doing everything around here. And, of course, Anderson for sliding all those potentiometers up and down like a monkey. And our beautiful guest from the Austin area, whose names escape me right now, but we thank for the Whitman's chocolate, Stephanie and Melissa from Austin, the two beautiful gals in here visiting. So, until next time, this is Adam Kroll for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.